Well, it's the only language which the deaf can hear and the blind can see. It's the language of kindness. Well, as an only child whose mother was ill a good deal of the time, Marjorie Mackey was often watched by her grandmother. Other relatives had tried to care for Marjorie, but only Grandma was tough enough to contend with those terrible twos. My grandma was a big, strong Norwegian lady who raised 8 children and milked 9 cows the day after each child was born. But little Marjorie was determined to make Grandma's life miserable. And when they'd go for a walk, Marjorie would speed ahead, forcing Grandma to run on her 58-year-old legs. When Grandma strapped her in a harness, Marjorie plunked down on the grass in their front yard and yelled. When Grandma called to eat lunch, Marjorie squeezed under her parents' bed or behind the brown sofa chair in the corner, just out of Grandma's reach. Well, all that came to an end the day Grandma decided to soothe Marjorie in her old black wooden rocking chair. Grandma held Marjorie in her arms and sang songs from her childhood. But Marjorie wasn't the slightest bit impressed. She wanted to get away. So she pulled strands of gray hair out of Grandma's neat bun, she jabbed her cheeks, and even poked an inquisitive finger up her nose. But Grandma remained amazingly calm. Finally, in a desperate attempt at freedom, Marjorie slipped her fingers into Grandma's mouth, and instantly the singing stopped. Grandma wiggled her jaw for a moment, and then out came Marjorie's hand holding Grandma's false teeth. Marjorie stared at the ugly things in horror, dropped them, and started screaming. She cried for what must have been an hour. And in between sobs, she would hug her Grandma and asked if she was hurt. Grandma simply smiled and rocked her granddaughter contentedly. Marjorie's terrible twos ended that day, and today she leaves us with this word of advice: treat people nice. They break into little pieces if you don't.
Thank you for listening to Encouragement. If you've been refreshed, don't forget to subscribe, leave a review, and share a little encouragement with someone you love. Encouragement is a podcast from Family Radio. These stories are just a taste of the stories you can hear every day. Listen at familyradio.org or find more encouragement on the Family Radio app.